Chamane Besa Emmanuel Noël Joja Majing Bata Bichema Bata Ululuma Chengu Nemebia Mwaye Kumbo Bangayangane Cameroun Le Kalomanga Lenge Linene Ye Kumbo Cameroun Ukumbo Yaha Ebe Lansang Nsanga Be Maye Kumbo Iding Ebe Ate Abon Biye Kumbo No lulume akonbe hengo anyul bonvanane bukwarbe awelan bukwarbe amunduru bukwarbe aliye ne ye kumbo ebe ekumbo ye burbobse nga keli vanane ele ekumbo ye lulume.
Je suis Eric Christian Kwam. J'aime mon pays, le Cameroun, et j'en suis fier. Je dis non à la violence, non au tribalisme, non à la manipulation.
I am Grace Limungamokake. I love my country, Cameroon. I am proud of it. I say no to violence, no to any form of manipulation, no to tribalism.
Ensemble, main dans la main, pour préserver l'unité de notre cher et beau pays, le Cameroun.
C'est un message de Royal FM, la radio des auditeurs.
The 6 a.m. with Macwalter Njapteh.
It is 6 a.m. in the Creek town of Tiko, Fako division of the Southwest region, and it is same time in Kamer, Yaoundé, headquarters of Royal88.4. You're welcome to the 6 a.m. news with Macwalter Njapteh, and here is our main headline. Hundreds of delegates from the 10 regions of Cameroon and in the diaspora today converge on the Yaoundé Conference Center for a historic major national dialogue to end the Anglophone crisis. You're welcome to this edition of the 6 a.m. news with me, Macwalter Njapteh. Cameroonians at home and abroad have their attention tilted towards the first ever inclusive major national dialogue geared towards seeking solutions to end the ongoing crisis in the Anglophone Northwest and Southwest region. The much anticipated dialogue begins today, Monday, September 30th to Friday, October 4th, 2019 at the Yaoundé Conference Center and will be chaired by Prime Minister, the Head of Government, Chief Dr. Joseph John Gute. The dialogue, which has was summoned by the President of the Republic, President Paul Biya, in his September 3rd, 2019 address to the nation, is bringing together about 600 delegates from the National Triangle and the diaspora. For a reading of today's official program, Monday 30th September 2019, 7 to 8 a.m. Registration of participants 8 to 9:30 a.m. Arrival and welcoming of guests 9:40 a.m. End of installation of dignitaries at the Yaoundé Conference Center 9:50 a.m. Arrival of Prime Minister, Head of Government 10 to 11 a.m. solemn opening ceremony of the National Dialogue. Welcome address by the government delegates to the Yaoundé City Council. Opening address by the Prime Minister, Head of Government. Adjournment, group photograph. Coffee break 10:30 to 1 p.m. Plenary session, general discussion 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. Lunch 3 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. Plenary session, continuation of general discussion, organization of committees and election of bureau 4:30 to 5 p.m. Coffee break 5 to 7 p.m. Committee sessions and supper. Meanwhile, ahead of the commencement of the major national dialogue, PM John Gute had a guided tour to the Yaoundé Conference Center yesterday to ascertain the center's readiness in receiving the August guests and was visibly satisfied with the readiness of the venue. Let's listen to PM John Gute in the soundbite.
I have visited all the major areas where discussions will take place, the opening ceremony, the plenary, the commission rooms. At this point, I'm extremely satisfied with the work that the Secretariat has done with the collaboration, of course, of the management of the conference center. I can see that no stone has been left unturned. Everything has been done to ensure that the participants would be comfortable. They've done everything to ensure that the interpretation would be done and that everybody would understand exactly what each person is saying. And I'm thoroughly satisfied with all the measures that have been taken to ensure this success.
He also highlighted special measures taken for the press and the guests to be well received.
I've been told that even for the press, the area where they are going to be, their sitting sessions, their feeding areas, everything has been taken care of. So I am extremely pleased, and I'm going to report to the President of the Republic that everything has been done to ensure that the dialogue takes place well. I've been told by the Permanent Secretariat that in all the hotels where delegates are supposed to be, they have offices, and they've been receiving the delegates already, and we have already a very substantial number from all the regions, and particularly from the Northwest and Southwest, and also from IODAC. So I think that it augurs well, and I'm very happy to have seen this firsthand.
He was also quizzed as to how the 8 commissions created would effectively solve the Cameroonian expectation in resolving the Anglophone crisis, and this is what he said.
The President of the Republic asked me to carry out very wide consultations. I carried out those consultations. I received over 100 groups from the National Triangle. I received a lot of individuals, people whose names you all recognize as leaders of public opinion in this country. And from what I gathered from them, I think that those 8 commissions cover the wide spectrum of the issues that are relevant to the matter at hand. It is certainly possible to stretch any of those issues to accommodate all the different problems that our brethren in the Northwest and Southwest and in the rest of the country may have. So I am pretty satisfied that within that framework, which is already a very wide framework, we can accommodate any issues that Cameroonians would want to table to this national dialogue.
That was Prime Minister Joseph Diongute, and those soundbites were gathered for us by our reporter Jean-Marie Anaba. A special interreligious prayer session for peace before, during, and after the 5 days of major national dialogue was organized yesterday in Yaoundé at the Mary Queen of the Apostle Minor Basilica in Mvolier. Muslim and Christian faithfuls and leaders who gathered at Mvolier called on God Almighty for the return of peace, love, and reconciliation amongst all Cameroonians, especially those in the affected regions. The Minister of Territorial Administration, Paul Atanganji, represented the President of the Republic at the prayer session, which was also highly attended by some members of government. Meantime, as church services across the country yesterday prayed for a fruitful dialogue and for peace to return in Cameroon, Pope Francis, during his Sunday Angelus prayer, called for Christians worldwide to pray for Cameroon and express his wish to see that this dialogue solve the crisis in Cameroon and for it to meet the aspiration of all Cameroonian citizens. Cameroon's effort in stamping out poverty, promotion of quality education, and fighting global climate change has been highly acclaimed by the international community at the just-ended United Nations General Assembly in New York, USA. During the 74th session of the UNGA, the Minister of External Relations, Lejeune Belambela, who represented The President of the Republic, President Paul Biya, enumerated on the strides by the President in working towards the Sustainable Development Goal as well as the major national dialogue. Talking about the national dialogue, the UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres granted an audience to Le Jeune Belambela as he expressed his wish to see that the dialogue end the crisis in Cameroon, especially in the war-torn Southwest and Northwest. On to something else. Cameroon today, September 30th, joined the international community in commemorating the International Translation Day. The day was launched to show solidarity of the worldwide translation community in an effort to promote the translation profession in different countries. This is an opportunity to display pride in a profession that is becoming increasingly essential in the era of progressing globalization. And on to this sad note, the media family in Cameroon has again been touched by the cold hands of death, snatching away one of theirs. Patricia Lemba Metuksen, journalist at the Cameroon Radio Television CRTV, died over the weekend in unclear circumstances. She was found dead on Saturday in her Batois residence in the afternoon period of the day. Although some sources hold it that she fell in the bathroom and died, investigations have been opened by the police to ascertain the cause of her death, and we extend our deep sympathy to the Metuksens and the entire CRTV family. And out of the country, Senegalese president has pardoned the former mayor of the capital city Dakar, who was jailed for 5 years in 2018 on corruption charges. Khalifa Sall was arrested in March 2017 for alleged embezzling 30 million or $3 million in public funds. But critics accuse President Macky Sall of making use of charges to remove a political rival. And just to say in sports that the CAF Inspection Committee in Cameroon are expected to end their visit to Cameroon today. Yesterday they were in the Garapu where they inspected projects geared towards the hosting of the 2020 CHAN competition. And that is where we put an end to the 6 a.m. news on Royal88.4. We benefited from the technical expertise of Salomon Isana at the audio console, Steve D'Souza at the camera for live broadcast on our Facebook page, Royal FM Cameroon. The editorial coaching, Carol Prudence TNG. Copyright clerk Yannick Ngelewi, general coordination Roger Kiagbe, and for general supervision Reverend Pastor Emmanuel Noebisai. At the anchor for presentation, I am Macwalter Njapteh, giving way for La Matinale Royale with Jean-Claude Nguye. Jean-Claude, bonjour.
Good morning, Macwalter.
I'm sure that you are ready for the major national dialogue today.
Justement, nous avons tous les yeux rivés de ce côté-là, avec une pensée très forte pour ceux qui seront donc conviés à s'asseoir autour des débats. Et nous pensons que la